It is Tuesday because I have been procrastinating, which is what I do when I have a job that is new and I haven't done it, or I've done it before and I don't like it. So, I need to finish up the bathroom. I need to get the old toilet flange off because it's broken, and close up the subfloor, put down the subfloor, and then build the little drain mini wall that I'm doing for the washer. The drain mini wall, for some reason, is a task that I have not wanted to do, and the toilet flange is another task that I have just not wanted to do. So it's the next thing I need to do, and I just need to do it. So it's Tuesday, and I'm going to start working, not on the toilet flange. I also need to get the vanity done so I can keep painting. There's a couple parts that I need to reshape, so I'm going to start with that, get some momentum going, and then get into the week. So let's do that. Well, look at that. Did I not turn this back on? I turned something on. I could have wired it the wrong way. So it does know that power is there. It just isn't. It's weird. Okay. I took a shot. Oh, it still has power to it. It's still green. Why is it still green? Are you guys busy? Okay, so it's Friday and I have kind of turned a corner and I'm very excited. Yeah. I am at the point of being able to close up the floor. I haven't closed up this floor because I keep doing other things that put stuff on the floor. I totally could close that off, and I've thought about it several times and come up with other things to do. Also, my lighting is not great because the other light that's over there, I needed to take it off the wall in order to do the texture and to fill in that hole. The thinset is not completely dried in some areas, and you can still see the fiber tape. So I'm gonna go through again. Did I mix it way too wet? 100%. 100%. Did I mix exactly enough of what I needed? Yeah, like totally spot on. I was so proud of me. It was absolutely an accident. I thought I mixed like half of what I needed and I mixed just enough. So my mixing skills are still totally off. It usually takes me like 3 batches of whatever it is I'm mixing to get down both the ratio of powder to water and get the consistency that I need, and to have any sort of concept of like, this is how much is going to cover how much area, and so therefore how much I need. I need to texture all of the walls in here, and then that's the reason that I haven't done the subfloor. The subfloor, filling in that hole, I could do that, but I want any little bits of whatever to go on this subfloor. So when I put the subfloor plywood down, it's a completely smooth surface for the little click together vinyl floor planks that I have. It'll just make the install go nicer. So yeah, this week has been a huge step forward in so many different areas of this bathroom, and I'm so excited. I thought I was gonna have to take off the toilet flange, but it is cast iron and it is on the outside of the pipe. And so my understanding of the process, they used to solder lead into those joints, and so the pipe itself is perfectly fine, and the PVC adapter flange that I have goes inside the pipe, not outside. So I don't actually need to take that flange off. I worked at it and I smoothed all the edges so nothing is sharp, and should be totally good. Yeah, I'm really very excited with the stuff that I've gotten done this week. And the weather has just gotten a lot warmer, which is so great. It was raining the other day, which was delightful because it wasn't snowing. And yes, it's a little cold, like when you go and you get wet and then you come inside, it's a little bit cold, but it's very nice. I'm very excited. It is not freezing cold outside. It is not snowing. That is delightful. And Bela gets to play outside and run around the yard, and she loves it. So very excited the weather is turning warmer, and very excited that I'm getting stuff done in here. And so we are just like super close. I have a million things left to do. Like when I list it out, it'll sound like a lot, but it's all like together and it flows in pretty well. So real quick rundown of what I have left to do in here. I need to do another layer of thinset. I need to do texture the walls. I need to finish installing the subfloor. I need to install the subfloor. I need to do a drain mini wall right here, which I think I will put on top of the subfloor. So that goes after the subfloor is in. I believe that makes sense. And then I need to paint and do the flooring and then put all of the appliances in. So toilet, vanity, washer, dryer, which are all sitting out in the garage, except for the vanity, which has been being painted. And I have like another coat to put on the vanity door. So I think that sounds like 10 things to do, right? That doesn't sound like, does that cover everything? I still need to swag this light. I thought I had a little hook and I couldn't find it. So I have ideas for like the finishes for in here. But man, I am so excited. I am so, we're gonna be so close. Once this is done, I am moving on to a lot of other like finishy things. The wall is solid, whereas there was a giant hole here before for a long time. And there was a giant hole in that wall for a long time. So very excited, very excited. I'm going to do thinset, and then I'm going to clean, and then I'm going to get everything out of this room so that I can start with the subfloor next week. And then I will texture, and then I'll do the subfloor, the drain, and then like those are the last of the infrastructure things. The floor will be solid, the water plumbing will all be done, the electrical is all done. This place is like nearly finished. I know it looks like it, but it is nearly finished. So yeah, very excited. So I'm gonna go do stuff.